Tonight, as one dangerous escaped inmate is captured, another, a self-taught survivalist with military reserve experience, is still on the run. Last night, we told you about homicide suspect Chadwick Shane Mobley, who escaped custody over the weekend during a transport in Plains, Montana. Thankfully, authorities there now have him back in custody. The people in the town there actually saw him, tipped off law enforcement, and they were able to get him. Mobley's capture comes as another escaped inmate in Pennsylvania still on the loose. This is the big one. 34-year-old Army veteran and murder suspect Michael Burham escaped from Warren County Jail in Pennsylvania on Thursday, used the bed sheets to rappel from the roof of the facility. You remember we had those pictures? It was almost like a movie. And now more than 200 officers are working to find him.
Burham is a self-taught survivalist with military reserve experience. We believe he has previously prepared to conceal himself in the woods. We continue to receive a strong response from the public to our request for assistance with information. The pace and scope of this investigation has continued to dramatically increase as we investigate leads in this area and adjacent states.
Okay, so tonight, Pennsylvania State Police, who are leading the manhunt, are warning people that Burham should be considered armed and dangerous. Investigators are convinced he's still in the area. The reward for information leading to his capture now, it's up to almost $20,000. Burham apparently had a head start on police when he escaped because they had difficulty promptly getting access to their own courthouse camera. The security footage wouldn't even play. Warren Police Chief Joe Sperveri told the Post-Journal, quote, "We weren't able to access the outside video for 60 to 90 minutes. At that point, we learned his direction of travel. Technical difficulties were the reason for the delay, but once they did obtain the video and figure out which way that he was going, they say they sent the K-9 units out right away." And during a perimeter search, the makeshift rope made of bed sheets that you see there that Burham used to escape from the roof, it was then discovered. Burham got away on foot. NewsNation's Dre Clark spoke with Mary Carraro, who lives behind the prison, and says that he actually ran right through her yard.
You know, I'm getting more concerned. I assume that he won't come back into Warren, but he's a foxy guy. We're willing to keep our doors locked, which we do not do in Warren, Pennsylvania, and Warren County. We've had the pleasure to live freely and kindly with neighbors.
Nice to hear that. He is a foxy guy. He's on the run. At the time of his escape, Burham was being held on a $1 million bond on kidnapping, burglary, and related charges. He's also the prime suspect in the killing of his child's 34-year-old mother, Kayla Hodgkin. Joining me now is Bobby Chacon. He is a retired FBI agent and attorney who has previously worked similar manhunt investigations. Thanks for being with us, Bobby. First of all, little new things leak out every day about this investigation. I was first shocked, like he was able to get the bed sheets and get out the window and climb up and no one saw anything. Now we learned that the security camera system had a problem. They couldn't even see the video for 60 to 90 minutes. 60 to 90 minutes, I mean, that's a long time for him to get a head start.
Yeah, it's crucial timing too, right when he got out. So which direction is he traveling? How far is he going to get? I mean, those are crucial minutes and hours in the initial phase of a fugitive manhunt. And they lost valuable time. Time and resources are the two things that a fugitive really can take advantage of if they have time and if they have the as you heard the chief say, that they think he pre-staged resources, mainly probably canned food and bottled water, mainly very much like the Eric Rudolph search that I was involved in the 1990s. Rudolph knew he would eventually be a fugitive and went into the mountains of North Carolina and hid provisions that he could live on, and in fact lived on them for years. I mean, it took us 2 years or more to finally get him, and it wasn't even us that got him. He had to come back down out of the mountains because he ran out of food.
Wow, and the fact that they keep calling this guy a survivalist, there's a lot of wooded area around there, forest area. You see the National Forest very close to the jail. This guy could be somewhat comfortable camping out. I mean, it sounds like he knows what he's doing.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I'm not sure how much survivalist skills you actually need, but people that grow up in these areas, they're hunters, they're fishermen, they're outdoors people, and so they are comfortable outdoors. They can sleep outdoors, they often camp outdoors. So as long as you have that comfort level of operating in that environment, then it's just a matter of having food and water available. If he pre-staged some of those things, or if he has help in delivering food and water to certain places that he can then access, I mean, he can elude law enforcement for long periods of time.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.